Hi guys, it's Melissa from Melissa Loves Orchids. I'm so glad you guys are back. Today's video is going to be a haul video. As you probably know, because I already put out the previous two videos, I went to the Tamiami International Orchid Festival this past weekend. It was awesome, 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 awesome. Overwhelmingly amazing. So it was great. It was wonderful. But for me, it was my first time. I was overwhelmed. And I'm sure you could see from the videos how I was completely taken aback. Sometimes I didn't even know what to say. I kept on saying everything was gorgeous, beautiful. I mean, it was like, but the most amazing part was not only hanging with the orchid group that that I'm always hanging out with. They are amazing. I'm talking about Nelson, Teresita. I got to meet and hang out with Blanca and Laz, and of course Roxy. So all of us, we even saw Justine. She came down from, I think she's in the Central Florida area, but Justine from Blue Jay Orchids. So if you don't follow Justine, you should. If you don't follow Nature Now, I don't know where you've been. If you don't follow Blanca, who's coming back on the scene, Blanca's Orchid Garden, and if you haven't purchased her candles, it's like a thing. If you know, you know. So yes, delicious candles, great videos. She's coming back on. She took a little break. She's coming back. Orchids 365, that's Roxy with her pots and her mounts, and I'm going to show you everything I got. You need to follow her YouTube as well. So another group that we didn't get to see, I think we went on opposite days, was Vicky's Likes. So hi Vicky and Sergio, sorry we missed you, but I hope we can get together soon. So I know I missed a bunch of people. I know that I hung out with some viewers too. I hung out with Magda. Hi Magda, that was so much fun. And who else? Yadira was there. And another, oh my God, I forgot her name. She's an older lady that reminded me of my grandmother. And that was awesome, awesome, awesome. All the vendors were incredible. Carl Smith was incredible. Hi, Matt, Julian, Frank. I mean, it was like spectacular. I didn't even know whether I was coming or going. So this is my haul. I'm going to try to not talk your ears off. I'm going to do it fairly quickly. And just for this haul, I had to bring out my orchid shorts. Take a look at these. Who doesn't need orchid shorts when they're doing a haul for orchids? And not only do I have orchid shorts, I have orchid shoes. They're actually just Croc sandals, but look at these. If you want those, you need to go visit Etsy Orchidique. That's a friend of mine and Roxy, and yeah, she has the cutest accessories. So hang tight. Here is the haul. Okay, let's get this started. All right, the first one, I already went ahead and put her. She came in the basket in a little plastic, like looked like a cellophane bag. And I don't know if you could see the tag, but this person has microscopic handwriting. Trying to make it focus, but just in case it's not, it's the Vanda Denisoniana. So if you're familiar with Vandas, you know that the Denisoniana is the one that they use a lot to make other hybrids. This one I believe is a species, but most of the ones that I have that I purchased from Bangjong, and I'll let you take a swing out and take a look. Most of all of those had parentage that led back to the Denisoniana. And I learned something interesting, that the name was actually named after a collector. And I think her name, oh my goodness, of course I'm going to forget her name as I am doing the video. Emily Dennison. Oh my God, I can't believe I remember that. Emily Dennison. Okay. So I guess it was a popular collector and they named the Denisoniana after her. So it has two new big roots and some smaller older ones. But I think I got her for like 20. No, this one was 35. This one was 35. And the seller is Pharaoh. I believe you say Pharaoh. It's Pharo. And they were international. And by the end of the day, the prices were slashed. So, you know, if you know, you know, Denisoniana, it's a must have. That's number one. Number two is also from Pharaoh, and this one looked a little bit sad in the bag. I opened her up. I gave her a drink of water. Okay, and this one is called the Vanda. I hope you can see. Vanda testacea, I think. But it was kind of interesting how she was on a little mount and in a little pot on a hook. But this one was one that I saw the flowers and it was Vanda type and there was a sale and I said, okay, she's coming home with me. It's another species that I don't have. So I thought, you know what? I needed to have her. The flowers, I'm going to show you what the flowers of this beautiful plant looks like. I'm going to put the flowers right over here. Spectacular. All right, so that was number two. Let me show you number three. So this one, I'm going to have to look back to find out where I got this one from. This is a Neofinetia, the Alba type, the one that smells like ice cream. Now I have a couple of these. I had the Loose Neary, I think it's called. I had the Loose Neary, and I have another one with the pinkish flower. So these flowers are going to be just white, plain white. But look at how everyone was commenting on how bushy this Neofinetia was, and it was only $25. Pretty big in size, a lot of roots. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to keep her. Part of me just wants to do a little hanger on here. The other part wants me to go to Orchids 365, and I'm regretting not getting a container for her because she would have looked lovely in a rootsy pot. So I might order that from Roxy soon because I can't help it. Look at that. Perfect size to be in a rootsy pot. So anyways, a lot of fans. Look at this. Look at this. So looked really healthy. $25. I don't think you could go wrong with one of these. Now I can't remember if the Neofinetia is the old name or the new name. Because when they changed names on us, especially us newbies, it's like you can't remember. The only one that I've got semi-straight is the Schomburgkia that changed to Myrmecophila. That's the only one that I can kind of remember. The rest, when they change, oh my goodness, it is a little bit frustrating. And sometimes I'll say the old name, sometimes the new name, whatever comes out. So this is number three. What do you think of this? I think this is gorgeous. Now, this next one is a tiny cutting, okay? And I've been wanting this kind for a long time. I will show you her tag. I mean, I don't need to show you the pot because she's not even in the pot yet. I got her like this. I really hope it can focus. Let me put my hand behind it. So if it didn't focus, I'll let you know that it is a Laelia tenebrosa, a cross between the Pravado and the Escura. Sounds complicated, but when I show you the picture, oh my goodness, it's so lovely. It has those tenebrosa colors that it's a pink mixed with a coppery, kind of like the terracotta. So it's a pink like this mixed with that. So when you see when you see the picture, you'll understand why I couldn't leave this behind. This was probably like $20. Okay, so it has some roots that need to come off, but my idea is that I am going to put her in this pot with some medium, and that's going to be that. So yeah, can't wait, can't wait. Can't wait for all the planty projects that I have. Now, this one was a last minute buy. This was from Wilson. Wilson is another international seller, and I have purchased the last, the species fowl that I got from Wilson, and it's doing great. But this one is the RLC Mao Shan Rose. Beautiful hot pink or fuchsia, maybe like my nails, that color, and the center a bright yellow. So I mean that color combo, if you don't know me by now, that is my color combo of choice. Something warm like a sunset. Those colors, oh my gosh, like I can't leave them there. So this looks really healthy. He was having a sale at the end where he gave 2 for 30. So this wrinkle Laelia Cattleya for $15. $15. Amazing. And this one, I haven't even taken them out of their little baggies yet. But this is a foul GW green word. Green word. And this was also $15. So the last foul that I bought from them was amazing. I got that at the Redlands Fruit and Spice um, festival that they had. I think it's just called the Orchid Festival. I don't even remember what it's called. But I took it out of its little container really quickly and I put it into a clay pot. And now this time I'm wondering if I can have self-control and leave her there for a while, maybe have her under cover so she doesn't get too wet so that she can acclimate, right guys? I know that everyone is saying that I'm too hasty, and it's true. It's true. So I'm going to have self-control. I'm going to try to, and I'm going to leave her in her little pot, even though I really don't like these soft pots, but I'm going to do it so she can acclimate. I'm going to give her a couple weeks or so she can acclimate. She's international. So, and she looks perfect. Look at her. Look at these perfect leaves. She's in moss, but you could see the roots look really good. So that is number, I lost count. I can't believe I lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then, the Denisoniana is 6. Okay, so we are by number 6. Next, I'm going to go for this big one next. This big one, just holding her in the pot. Haven't planted anything yet, guys. I am exercising my self-control. But this one is another species that I fell in love with because, hello, look at the health, and the price was $20. This is from Waldor Orchids. So let me take the sticker, the tape off so I can show you. Waldor Orchids. I was so impressed by how many beautiful cuttings they had. Huge cuttings for a very nice price. So this is the L Super Biens. Super Biens. I'm probably not saying that correctly, but it's okay. Look at that. This is a huge Schomburgkia type. I love it. I definitely had to go out of my way to buy a mount for this one because I've learned that they grow really, really fast. So if I put her in a pot, which I can because I have a big pot that I purchased, I'm sure that'll be fine, but then she'll outgrow the pot and then, so I thought, you know what? They like to be mounted. I'm going to mount her. So the next thing I'm going to show you is the mount that I bought from Ophis. So thank you, Carlos. This is my mount, and I am going to attach this beautiful Schomburgkia, myrmecophila, whatever you want to call it. It's funny because on the tag, it doesn't even say that. It doesn't even say that. So I'm going to try to figure out, oh, this is the new growth. So I have it backwards. So something like this. She's going to look something like this. Look at the size. I think it looks gorgeous already. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Look at this humongous mount, cork mount. I think this is going to look really nice in my orchid pergola. And if she grows fast, it's okay. I think she has room, and I can't wait. I will show you what she's going to look like when she blooms. When I saw her and I saw the picture of the blooms, I said, okay, that's for me. That one is calling my name. So again, this is the El Super Bien. Okay. And we've got two more to go. The next one I got, guys. So this is the first purchase. And this is from Suncoast. This is her tag. Cat, Martin, Wolf, Truth, crossed with Schomburgkia, Bryciana, Suncoast. So this was from Florida Suncoast. And the man was so knowledgeable, so helpful, so welcoming when we passed by with our cameras and, our exuberance and, we were overly excited and probably annoying. He was so nice to help us out and help us pick what we were looking for. And the when I saw the bloom, because he had one in bloom, a little larger, it was a long spike and a beautiful curly orangey pink. So take hot orange, if that exists, hot orange, red orange, mixed with this and some red in the center. I am going to show you the picture, but it left me. And then to top it off, it had a little sign that said, "Smell me." So I did, and it was out of this world. Imagine the sweetest Vanda with the most floral Cattleya, put them together, and I was like, I have never smelled one like this. And he said, yes, that is one of the things. The scent and the flower is amazing. So I couldn't leave it there. I got a smaller one because he had some bigger ones for, I believe, 65, 85, 95. And then he picked out this one for me. He said, you can have this one for 45. But then I felt guilty because when I left, I noticed that the price tag said 65. I don't know if that was a mistake or whatever, but any in any case, thank you, Florida Suncoast. I love it. I can't wait for her to bloom. I'm really gravitating towards Schomburgkia types. I don't know. The fact that they can go big and they need a lot of sunlight. I have a lot of sunlight coming into my orchid pergola. I could also eventually take her out to the trees. And that's what I wanted. I wanted to have my trees, lined with orchids and blooming and looking beautiful. And sometimes that's not the easiest, you know. And I'm going to give you a squirrel update because I know some of you are asking me about the squirrel situation. Yeah. So really quickly, the little pink spheres that I attach to most of my orchids smell disgusting. They are so gross. I got them from Amazon. They were, like green, eco-friendly, but but honestly, they deter me more than they deter them. Like they don't care. I was watching them in the morning when they like to, get frisky and run around all the trees and chase each other and all the squirrels playing around and everything. Um, they're fine. They're running right past it, like if nothing. So I'm a little bit annoyed that I don't think it's working. I don't see any spikes bitten anymore, but they're still, going around the orchids like if there's nothing there to bother them, if they're holding their noses, I don't know. But it's deterring me. I just step outside and I smell it. So we'll see. To be continued on the squirrel saga. Last but not least, oh my gosh. Last but not least, guys, if you know, you know. First of all, it's in bud. Second of all, it's pretty huge. This is pretty huge. I got this from the famous Cruel Smith. I think it's Cruel Smith. It's pretty cruel to have these beauties and can't afford them all. But this was one that I had my eye on when we went in November to the grand opening of their new showroom. It's called Heaven's Gate Crystal. And oh my gosh, once you see the flower, it's going to, I mean, half of you, I'm sure, have already seen it. I don't have a cat that is velvety crimson red like this one is going to be. You could even see the color on the leaves. Look at that. With two flowers coming, these juicy buds are ready to go, and I am ready to see them. I'm just so excited. This one really has been on my wish list for a while. And then standing there at the booth with my friends, they were talking about they only have a year's worth of this plant and then it goes away till who knows when. So that's a little, that kind of information gets you like, oh my gosh, it's now or never. I mean, I could always drive to a pop gun, but you know what? It was right in front of me. So I did it. This is the last one I got. Heaven's Gate Crystal by Kroll Smith, and all of the vendors there, all of the guys that help out Frank Smith that work there are awesome. Like they'll talk to you about anything, they'll help you with anything. Like Julian, who pretty much knows everything, and Matt, and oh, not Jaden, Braden, I forgot his name. The one that's always at Opie's. Um, I'll remember, of course, after the video. But they're so awesome. They can help you find whatever you're looking for, even if you don't think that you are looking for it. They'll help you find it, and the prices are, they give you value. Okay, they're not going to give you cheap dirt prices, but they'll give you a valuable, healthy plant that is just going to keep growing. I mean, this is huge. This is huge. I think she was 65 with two buds ready to come. So that is it. I think that is it for me. That is it. So 9 plants, 1 mount. That's it. 9 plants, 1 mount. And that is called self-control. I know some orchid friends. Oh, there was a group of new orchid friends. They came all the way from New York to shop at the Tamiami Orchid Festival. And I think one of them said, who was it, Jose? He got 32 orchids in one day. I said, oh my, okay, that's not so, but I can understand. They're not down here where you have, 20, 30 minutes away, orchids available. They're far. So anyways, it was nice meeting the new orchid friends. It was nice hanging with the older orchid friends. Meeting viewers was spectacular. I can't wait for more to come. Now, this is the fun part where I get to pot up, arrange, hang, mount. This is the fun part when you get to, put them into your space. Of course, I'm going to give them a little time, but yeah, thank you for joining me. It's been a lot of fun, and I have no words for the displays. I hope you can see in the videos, they were spectacular. The monstrosities of the specimens that they brought were, one has to think, how do they even get that here? There was one that I took a selfie behind. I know it was an oncidium type. It kind of looked like a dancing lady type, and the inflorescences were like it was like a beautiful monster explosion. And that one, it's funny because I looked frightened in front of it. I was like, ugh. But only because it was so much coming from every direction. Um, so going to these orchid shows are, if you go to one in the park, you at least have room to, go from tent to tent, and there's more space where you can breathe. This was like sensory overload. The intense smell, because it was an enclosed, covered, it was a room, a huge, huge, huge auditorium room. Um, so you could smell every time you turn, it's a different smell, wonderful smells. And then just they pack them in their booths, and you just see rainbows of colors and shapes of flowers, and it was just spectacular. If you haven't gone, I think it's worth the trip. If I didn't live here, I would still try to come down here and visit the Tamiami show. The people who put it together, the Moats family, Bart, wow, awesome, awesome job. Dr. Martin Moats, we took a picture. Like, it's always a pleasure when you get to say hello. These are very important people, guys. And who else? And oh, Ken, we also talked a whole lot. He's another one that puts it together. And it was just like, wow, spectacular show. I can't wait for next time. I think the next show will be at Ophi's. So you will see me at Ophi's. Probably not buying too much because it's a lot, but probably showcasing the vendors that they do have. I do hope to bump into Roxy again so I can get a couple little rootsy pots, because once you start, you can't stop. So thank you for joining me, guys. I would appreciate it so, so, so much if you gave me a like, if you left a little comment. Tell me what you think about my haul. Which one do you like? Do you have one that I got? If I met you at the show, let me know. I need to know in the comments, because that was one of the highlights, meeting viewers, and you're just filming or whatever, and they call your name. It's like, oh my God, it was the best feeling ever. And then hanging out with my orchid friends was also great. So I leave you with that. I hope you enjoyed the haul. Let me know what you think, and I will catch you next time, probably at Ophi's. Bye. Buy some orchid shorts. Guys, I'm back really quickly. I forgot one, so I'll probably stick this somewhere in the video. But this is a special one because it's on a Roxy mount, Orchid 365, and look how pretty. It changes color as it turns. Okay, and this is a Myrmecophila grandiflora, and I believe this was from Brethrens. So you can always get beautiful things from Brethrens. I think there's a little bit of cold damage or whatever, or some kind of something, but $20. And this is going to be huge, I'm sure, very soon, especially on this mount from Roxy. So 10 plants. This was number 10. Totally forgot about her. Totally forgot. And while we're here, this is where I put my Neofinetia, because I thought, how perfect, on this Bangjong pot, inside the Bangjong pot, with a little bit of Spanish moss on the inside, and my little baby's growing on the outside. That looks so cute. I love how that looks. And again, while we're out here, even though this is not a What's in Bloom video, I have to shout out to Lady Vanda. Look at this beautiful, let me show you her name. Uh-oh, the tag is twisted. Let me show you what she is. But I bought her at an Ophi show from Lady Vanda. Vanda Chang Tai, Chang Kuei. I don't know. But it's the Sri Siam with lamellata. So, ooh, little soft scent. But look at how pretty her blooms are. Super pretty. Super, super pretty. Look at that. I bought her in spike, and now she's in bloom. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Very nice. So thanks, Lady Vanda and Mr. Vanda, Ernesto, who's always so kind as well. Is there anything else in bloom now that I'm out here? Yes. So this dendrobium, it's all green. It has 3, I know, I'm coming. It has 3 spikes, as you can see. I bought this one from Sunset Nursery. I think she was $11 and she is massive. Guys, go visit Sunset Nursery. They are the nicest. They were at the show as well. But yeah, huge, huge. And I know the lighting right now, it doesn't do it justice at all. But I will take her out in the sun and do a little spotlight so you could see. Something that's coming. Oh, and this one is still going nicely. So nice. Something that's coming is this one from Whimsy Orchids. So I am hoping that, yeah, everything looks good. And there's another sheet that is full. She broke, as you can see that there's terracotta pieces in the mix because she broke in a storm. She fell over, but she's gonna bloom very, very soon. So very, very exciting. This is from Whimsy Orchids down in the Redlands. So that's it. That's it, guys. Have a great day. That was my haul. Oh, and this one's gonna bloom too. Look at this. Look at that. That is from Triton Orchids. And I know there's some controversy with Triton on Etsy, but I mean, I purchased 3 times and they are all doing great. So I can't jump on that bandwagon unless something, you know, that I've experienced, but a lot of people were having issues. But that, oh no, that's not it. There's one more, guys. I'm gonna take you really, really quickly to a path also from Tritons that's about to bloom. So this is a little preview. She is about to bloom. Look at that. Let me take her out to the sun. Look at this. Oh my goodness, look at that. This is the first path that I have that, okay, she wasn't spiked, so it wasn't because of me, but I didn't kill her in the process, so I'm really excited for that. Yay! I will show you when she's all the way open. Look at how she has the little spots, and the little spots have like eyelashes. It's so cute. And I'm not even moving her. She's just shaking in the wind. Even the stem is very furry. She is spectacular. Phalaenopsis stage. Very pretty. Bye guys. Have a great Martin Luther King Day.